that highway, no map, no plan. Knuckles wide on the bars, engines roar like a band.
There we are. Good morning, Vanguard. Critters. Oh, Queen. I haven't heard from you in ages. How you doing? Everybody. Oh, down and kiss my feet. Good God. Royalty. Smile and have a positive day. Can we get need one of those, the king has entered the room type freaking, where the horns all play? You know what I'm talking about?
Trumpets.
Yeah. Kind of like watching Doyle when he does the his mail calls.
I got to break out my horn again. I got to put away.
I know you haven't tooted your horn in a while.
Yeah. Well, I hurt my neck last time I tried to toot my horn.
You puckered up way too much.
Chief Bob looked like he was a little bit like he's overstuffed or something other. He ain't having a lot of. Oh, that's right. He's the school thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I love your background, how you do that, too. Yes, you don't even use the green screen on yours, do you, Key Fob? Carney don't either, do you? It works out pretty good. Except for when you try to show something, like that. It'll disappear you. Oh, no, you just disappeared yourself.
I just put the cover on.
You were adjusting. I was adjusting. Ooh, good to see you this morning, Rocket.
Hey, Rocket Queen.
Are you there? You are, Critters. You here for comment number 2? I'm counting. I'm just glad you stopped in. I always say howdy, man. Picture you in front of the fire, down the basement, chucking wood. Oh, that didn't sound good, did it? Chucking wood.
What's a ratchet?
Wood,
yeah. What exactly is chucking wood, Dean? Well,
grabbing wood and chucking it.
Yeah, grabbing your wood. Thank you. Just keep it simple. Ask Carney. He'll tell you.
If a woodchuck could chuck wood, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Oh, God.
If he could.
I can barely talk normal, let alone try tongue twisters. Taterbert, what's up? You're up, man. Tell us more. Wake up, feed the wood stove, drink coffee, watch YouTube. But yeah, repeat. Woodchuck could chuck wood.
Yeah, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
If a woodchuck could
chuck wood.
Woofta, Mac. I don't know. You started one.
Woofta.
Chuck, I know. Charlie Brown. His sister called him Chuck. Huh? Is that? I didn't know that was his sister all this time. The animation looks exactly like his face and everything, but they put like girl hair on her, red haired and freckled. I hardly remember those. Used to have specials, in Christmas, Halloween, stuff like that.
I won't be here next Tuesday.
Yeah, what happened?
I got to go to the dentist. You heard the thing of beeping. My appointment is on the 20th of January, so 9:30 in the morning. So I have to leave out here about 8.
You call your dentist and tell him you got rock star stuff to do. You ain't got time for that. He's going to have to work on your time. You're like, I'm 85 right now, right? And
the whole
make appointments to when it works for me.
That whole dentist office is my big fan base over there. They all
love you.
Oh, hell yeah. They know everybody on this show right here. They know all of you people. I mean,
you should ask them if they love it so much. You should go live while you're at the dentist, man.
They got it on the screen. I turned them on to YouTube.
Good. That's awesome. It's like Smoke says.
Hopefully they just heard my little rant for you, and we're all good fun and joking, of course. Chucking wood is exercising for lumberjacks and Paul Bunyan. Hello. What did Smoke say? Little late, short, but it's going rocket. Where are you this morning, smoke, taking time off, relaxing.
I think he was driving.
Well, if you could get a shop to play your YouTube channel, in the background during the day, like Smoke was saying, find an auto shop that, you're not in competition with anybody. You're just putting on something better than CBS or CNN or whatever, is in the waiting room. Get the waiting rooms to play your channel.
That would be great. Yeah, beach magazines. Remember back in the day, that's all you had was a magazine. Now everybody's on a phone. Nobody will ever look at a magazine again, probably.
Yeah. That's what happened to Playboy. Christ.
Yeah.
So what was the alternative to that? Sick? Tell me about it. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. He said, I ain't setting up for that.
Huh? Exactly.
I come across it by accident. Well, yeah.
It's just
I run across it by accident sometimes. I don't know.
You guys don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
I used
And
to
if it's on
love
the vertical
circus.
side, tap
Sorry.
that screen twice.
So sorry, Carney. I loved it. I loved the circus. I remember circus. Yeah, rock bands and all that. Hit Parader, right? When
Your boys want to see a Southern Boys a lunch yesterday.
Yeah, that was. Oh wow! Look at that. That's a sausage. Yeah, tube steak.
That's beefy mac and fried taters.
It's got a lot of tomato in it.
Yeah, that beefy mac is good.
Mhm.
It's made from scratch. We take a quart of beef stock and put it in the pan, and you bring it to a boil, and then you put your macaroni in the beef stock, and then add all your seasoning. And after you brown your meat, add that over into the oh hell, and put a lot of cheese in it.
Mm-mm.
Hell, a fat boy loves that kind of stuff.
So we might have Carl on today still, Carrie. Is that true?
Probably not today. The weather's. I'm thinking tomorrow, and I've got a little bit more going on in this morning.
Gotcha.
I thought I would. So tomorrow would be awesome, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Next week, anytime, just so that it's scheduled.
That's right.
People can show up.
Well, if you're ever interested, we'll get him up here. We'll try to if he's talkative, we'll just let him do his thing, whatever, and.
Right on.
And
because if you were to add,
like Terry was saying, it'd be cool to hear a conversation between you and Carl. But you don't know Carl really yet. But you don't have to know people really. You talk about whatever your days and growing up and what it was like and what you did, man. It's like you already know each other at that point,
Yeah, he was a generation ahead of me. He's a decade ahead of me, and. But the thing is, I was born and raised in Alabama, and we were 30 years behind the time. So him and I are probably in the same generation.
Think of that.
Hard.
Craig.
Amen.
What's up, Craig? He says, "O's my own brothers from the U.S. doing fantastic." What is that icon? What are you at? Like freaking looks like a fighter jet or something. Pretty cool.
Like some monitors.
Yeah.
Cool
I type
stuff.
all the time. Don't feel bad, Craig. Cream magazine. Yeah. That might have been one too. That sounds very familiar. Rocket saying howdy. Terry, hey. What's up? Terry Berry. That
Morning,
rhymes.
guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you this morning. I'm glad you came back again. Aloha. She's I met her in Hawaii. I actually met this person right here. If you don't know.
Aloha.
Yeah. She's a couple years younger than me, I think. I don't know. It's one of the first people I met that wasn't in the Army in Hawaii. Her whole family, actually. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
MacGyver. B. I love that. It's like the blow up thing that the Coyote used to have. Wile E. Coyote try to blow up the Roadrunner every day.
I've watched every episode, MacGyver.
All he needed was a human hair and a safety pin, and he could start a jet plane with it.
And a piece
Oh,
of
yeah.
bubble gum.
Bubble gum to hold it all together.
Yeah.
After bypassing the security system with duct tape.
You
Yes.
talking about paper cuts, Salty? Paper cuts from the pages? I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm smart like that. Hello from the UK. Okay. Now we know.
Yep.
Where are you
Crazy.
from? It is 10-hour difference, right? Probably. That's what Kime says. Kime to go. Rocket meet Terry. Terry meet Rocky. Rocky. I called you Rocky. Rocket.
Rocky Raccoon.
Remember Rocky Rocco? Wasn't that one of the cartoons too? Rocky Fly? Wasn't he a flying squirrel or something?
Yeah, Rocky.
And the moose?
Yeah.
Rocky Bullwinkle.
What was that called? Something Time? Rocky Time? Or
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Rocky and Bullwinkle. Thank you. Ooh, I needed help. Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, don't forget about Natasha and what was the guy's name? The little spy.
Boris.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they have a French one called Wee or something like that too. Don't forget Hustler. There was some that was dirtier than others, wasn't there? If I remember right. Not that I, gazed through any, but they
Are we
were
talking
there.
about
They were
cartoons?
around.
I only subscribe to Hustler just for the articles.
Yeah, the good reading.
Yeah, the good reading.
Material.
I call that provert, not prevert.
Inquiring mind needs to know.
What was the name of the
Bro.
gentleman club he owned?
Oh, boy.
Trucking simulator. That's what that is. Do you see that, you guys? It's a trucking simulator there.
Ah.
That's really awesome.
Sterling's
Maybe
got
like
one
a
of
fighter
those.
jet thing, but I was like, it's got a steering wheel, probably. Yeah, I didn't. I'm slow. That was the real.
Also had a gentleman's club besides Hustler magazine.
Yeah, there's one OUI or something like that.
We.
Yeah, that was like in the 70s. I remember.
Yeah.
It was cool when your dad brought you over to places when you was he's there out having good times, doing parties. It used to be popular to have a bar in your house or in your basement when you was up north in Minnesota, and you entertained your friends and stuff. And you would while they're having good, you'd run into things like that once in a while. Like, wow, look at that. Yep, you and Tana were. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, God bless her soul, man.
Oh, Thomas Bailey, he knows the name of all them magazines. We and Shank and Cher.
It was
Sherry.
Go figure.
used to. What? Oh, not the big Oahu? Is that I'm saying that? I can't even remember how to pronounce it. And the Big Island mostly too. Well, not mostly, but for quite a while. And we went to Maui one time when we was in Oahu, when I was in the Army, flew over there. I was going to have a tattoo job over there and move there and stay there, but I chickened out. Because once you're there and you stay there, the Army's not going to haul your shit back to the mainland free.
Yeah.
Oh, stuck in
So
Hawaii.
I was like, what if I don't make it? What if it's very expensive to live there. I got
is.
kids. I went back home to safety.
Yeah.
I didn't have and Maui wasn't as big as a tourist place. It was a smaller and less people, where Oahu was like where everybody, would go. That's Honolulu, and Diamond Head and all that.
Yeah. Maui, I think Maui's nicer.
It is.
Yeah.
It was nicer. It's less populated. Well, I don't know how it is now, but at the time it was less populated and really chill. Your dad had the first ever Playboy with Marilyn. I didn't know she was in the first ever. That's interesting. That had to have been a score. Rocky Raccoon Beatles song. I don't remember that, Thomas. Good to see you. Good morning. I read your comment this morning.
I think her and Pam Anderson had the most spreads in Playboy.
Yeah, for famous people.
Yeah.
Gary
Marilyn
Anderson.
Marilyn Monroe and Pam Anderson had the most centerfolds.
Okay. Headphones on so I can hear better. There we are. You weren't affected by the wildfire? No, she's been over here. It's been a long time she's been in Hawaii. I know she'd like to go back. I don't say too much of her business that I know, but I'm sure she won't mind that. The jokes on the back of the Playboy centerfold were hilarious. Just saying, they had cool artwork in there too, other than their spreads or whatever you call it.
Yeah, they did.
Penthouse or Playboy, one of those two. They had like lady art. It was all like a lot of white background and graphic looking kind of. I forget it was a certain style.
Playboy had the greatest centerfold. You could unfold that thing and, oh yeah, big old poster.
Yeah. How do we get off on this today? Or get on? I know.
And when we're not doing sex, we're thinking about it.
You see, I got caught in the closer with a full box of Playboys when I was 4. Dude, I made an actual freaking tin metal box. We did sheet metal, so my dad did. So I learned how to bend up and make all toolboxes, storage bin boxes, whatever. And I had that in I'm sure the folks knew, but I had that lock box about this big, made out of metal and a flapper and a lock on it. And I kept stuff I didn't want my parents to see, and they never made me open it. Can you imagine that? I could have had Pablo Escobar in there. And
Sure.
yeah. But that was weird. And they're very, they were very, so it was pretty strict, upbringing and parents. You had to be. I was always surprised. I never really.
I can see your dad now forcing you to open, and you swing the doors open, and there's 400 cans of Spam in there.
Oh my God! It's just Spam.
just all Spam.
Just Spam in there. That's it.
Just my Spam stash, Dad.
Yeah.
For those late night munchies.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't everyone have a Spam stash?
Ooh.
Red Bull Princess. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Oh, you too. Yeah. Very good. They also had what? Playboy Casino in Atlantic City.
Yep.
I know my smut, old Mac.
That you do, Thomas.
You kind of batting that one home. Hugh Hefner's son has a YouTube channel. He's pretty freaking funny too. Okay.
He was laid up for a while there, and I'm sure he had plenty of time to catch up on some of the old magazines he had stashed away.
What do you do when you live in excess like that? I don't know.
Spend
Whatever
it.
the hell you want.
Yeah, I just like. Does it get old?
No, I doubt it.
Like, does it ever get that 100,000 miles, and you're like, okay?
No.
You just got to make sure it doesn't stop. You got to make sure.
That's the key. You got to maintain it.
Yeah, you got to maintain it. You can't make
Gentlemen,
it stop, because when it runs out, bad things happen.
Yeah. Oh, mercy. Oh, Gentlemen's Club across the street from me, where we have reader board wars with funny sayings. Just put up, got milk. I followed with free highlight adjustment with suspension work. That's
awesome,
good.
Salty.
That's good.
With suspension work, that's great.
Suspended, milk and go.
I gotta get coffee. I'll be right
Great.
back.
All right. What's up, Rody? Good morning. Good to see you.
I'm at 603 subscribers.
Ah, man. There you go. Woo! That's awesome. You're at 650 or 550, I think, already, or more, maybe. Sick bastard. What are you up over at now, Carney? Too. You just hit 500 not long ago. Close to 6, maybe. I don't know.
They all left us.
He left us. Yeah, they're all getting coffee. All right, somebody just brought up when I broke into your shop for a weekend party. I really was saving the dog. I know, man. Do you remember Mike? What was his name? Mike, redhead Mike. He was from California. Givens. That was his name. I've never seen him since. I was a guy I had him babysit. He was supposed to babysit the shop because I had the tattoo shop at the time, and I went back to Minnesota and gave him, I think, credit card information or whatever. Not credit card, but like a debit thing, so he could pull out money if he needed for the. He took the money and he left. Was not there. That's a guy you were hanging with every day. Well, a lot. It's just crazy what people do. I was from Minnesota. I was like, I wasn't used to having stuff like that done to you. You pretty much had friends and you trusted them and you did stuff. And when you're in the Army and you get up in a brand new place, you can move from Minnesota to Hawaii. It's a whole new world. I was getting schooled. Thank you, Terry, by the way. You have to get ready for PT. No, forget that. Gonna play hooky today. Nah, forget it. Yeah. Physical therapy. Who else is having physical therapy? Probably Quick Shoe. Remember the thumb? The A. He did too much Fonzie with his thumb and had to get surgery. Got a very nice 19-inch bar in my basement. Yeah, it's covered in junk. Big mirror on the wall behind the Schlitzmalt liquor bowl. That was the thing. I'm surprised Carrie didn't jump in and go, yeah, I know that's what we have up here too, or that you remember when you was younger. But bars were a thing in the basement. Everybody had basements. Mostly.
I think that's actually coming back. I've seen some YouTube videos where guys are building really nice bars in their basements and stuff in their garages.
My dad had a nice one, a nice L-shaped one, and I was like always really cool. Big shag carpet on the floor, and some extra couches that were older that you put down there that you replaced from upstairs. It was neat. And a dance floor too. It had like a linoleum made like in a little bit of an octagon, but elongated.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And of course you'd have your bar stools and pretty neat. That was a good time because that's when you really got to have fun. Because when, mom and dad are having a good time, you're going to have a good time. You can get away with stuff you normally can't do because they're occupied. That's my memory. Okay. Much less expensive here, right? I think so. Yeah, she kind of came here because I was here. I had a good job, and yeah, there you go. Here we go. It's because Dean, we found our way to Virginia. I'm not mad about it. That's what I say about Hawaii. Yeah, because of the Army, I found my way to Hawaii. I ain't mad about it.
That's great.
Yeah, we made some good money though here. Like we had the shop was only 3 shops. It wasn't like flood with shops because it was very controlled. You couldn't just open a shop.
Yeah.
So the ones that were here and grandfathered in from 20, 30, 40 years ago was it. So we stayed busy like all the time. Like it was mad money for quite a while. I called it that.
And to be with a studio that's like rock solid and has history, has like a tremendous backing,
Yeah.
and it has a whatever repertoire or whatever you want to call it.
Military, it was much more your customers because your mainstream people didn't really like. It wasn't real popular for people to get tattoos unless you was military or some other status, I forget now. But once people like Cher got a tattoo and you'd see her on TV, and then other like Allen Iverson, and who was the other the black guy that was on the Rodman, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Then things got really accepted, like I think more mainstream. But if you weren't around an Army post or a Navy base or something like that, You weren't going to make very good money. Well, here we have the largest Navy base in the world, and then we have Fort Eustis as well. So I'm sorry, I'm on a tattoo tangent now. I'm going through memories. It's all your fault, Terry.
Memory.
It's not the worst thing, I guess, to talk about, is it?
No.
All right. Did you all remember any bars, Carrie, in the basement when growing up?
No, just a lot of paneling. People had
Paneling,
a lot of paneling.
Yeah, that too.
But regarding the tattoos, I grew up in my neighbor for a short time before he ended up having to go to a place. But he was a World War II Navy vet.
Yeah.
And he had this picture tattooed of, I think it was on his forearm, of a naked lady. And like as an 8 to 10-year-old, 7, 8, I don't know how old I was, but I just thought that was, I would used to just, it was the coolest thing ever. Like the dude put a naked woman on his arm.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really cool. And I don't know, I had badass. So like when I was growing up, it was bikers and army vets, anybody that had served. I think even my grandpa had a tattoo up here. I think I'll have to ask my mom, but he would have served in Korea. So that's it though. Yeah. No, my only recollection of tattoos.
What's up, Papa?
If you got a good connection, Terry, I sent you a link to the stream. And they just like answer a question or two for StreamYard, whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever. And then you pop on. I really just like, if you got a decent phone and some good Wi-Fi, you'd be okay. You can say hi if you want. You don't have to. I know you're shy and timid like me.
I think the trash bags full of magazines in the woods was people's wives busting them and them having to get rid of them.
Yeah, something like that.
We all found them out in the woods.
I never got that lucky.
Oh, really?
No, but I tell you one, I remember we had to walk 20 miles to go into town because we didn't have a ride. So we're walking through the ditches and, by the major highways. And I saw a beer case laying there so I took a nice full run, was going to go kick it, right? Thinking it's empty. It was full of beer. And of course I busted my foot on it real good. And we scored. So we got to walk and drink with a case of warm beer into town.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at that right there, the come and goes. That's all the way from Oklahoma to Arkansas.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I'll check back with you. Okay. Thanks for the warning. Thanks for the warning. Just get with all the people going in and out, they respect the shop. Oh. You want to go shide? You want to go shide, Dean? Come a shide. That's how they said outside in Hawaii, or some people did. A shide. We make fun of that all the time. We thought about that every day. Yeah, I had a neighbor that was crazy, man. And he was the one with the 55 Beetle that I told you it was freaking all souped up, had 4 Weber carburetors on it, and freaking jammed fast. Like it pulled the front end up pretty easy. And I'd beat him in horseshoes all the time and party. He'd get mad. He strangled me one time because I was whipping his ass so bad. And we were drinking, of course, and he actually put his hands around my throat and started choking me. He was nuts. A local boy. And then, and he didn't like me at some point. Well, my dog ate his cat by accident, but it was a kitten. No, it was. His cat was, we had like this gravel driveway with loop around these like, look like army Quonset huts that you could live in. And, they had speed bumps in it. Well, I had the pit bull. It was a Staffordshire Terrier. It was like 80 pounds on the chain, and it was pulling it was all ego stuff, a VW tire with the hub in it, and one of the kids sitting on it, and for exercise. It get started. It was really cool watching how they'd exercise and pull that thing across. And then one of the kiddies got out, And of course, he would chase that cat, and damn near I thought he was going to take the, you know, the huts were up off the ground about 3 foot, and if you're riding on the thing and the dog's pulling you, you know what's going to happen. You're going to get, and the kid jump off enough, but then he got the cat and then just tore it up in front of everybody, the kitten, and I was on the shit list because his wife got so mad at him, and then he got mad at me, and it was, yeah. And he terrorized me every night. I had to call cops like several times, and they didn't do nothing because I was a Holly boy. And they protect their own over there. There's some crazy story. Now you know why I'm a nutcase, man. Bunch of shit happened. It was kind of minor, but he was a brutal dude.
I know why I'm a nutcase. Trust me.
I was about to say, tamest nutcase I've ever met.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what goes up on here. You can. That's the sheep up showing on the outside, and then the wolf up inside somewhere.
I feel you.
You know.
Has anybody ever seen a cat punk a dog? I've seen it in person. My first time yesterday, one of my cats outside, our neighbor's dog, Bolt, about an 80-pound whatever, running down. He's just all happy and, wanting me and my son to pet him, and we're petting him. And all of a sudden, this little cat comes out from under the truck and punks him, chases him out of our yard.
Well, have fun with that, Papa. I hope. Hate to see him have to do adult stuff. That sucks.
I've
seen, the dogs. Go ahead.
I've seen Leia. The only way a dog can prevent a cat from scratching it is by boxing it, like sticking its paws out in front of it.
Yeah, dude.
And I've seen Leia do that because a cat approached Leia, and I was like, "This is not going to go down well at all."
I was covered.
And she knew what to do. She just freaking put her feet up. So
What's up, Bree?
And
how much does Leia weigh?
75 pounds.
Yeah, I had a Staffordshire. Well, it was 80 pounds.
Yeah.
Whatever, about the same size. But staffs are shorter, right? You got American? Is that American? She American pit bull?
Yeah, she's a full.
Which are usually taller.
I mean, her mom was big. Her dad was big.
Yeah,
they were both 75 plus. When I picked them out, it was chaos, dude. It was like it was an apartment. It smelled like piss and shit. There were puppies in one side. There were freaking the parents were locked in the kitchen.
Oops.
And Leia just was quiet. She came around and she sat right next to my foot, and I looked down and there was a dog sitting there, and I was like,
I know, right?
I was like, I want that one.
Cats will kick a dog's ass and then laugh about it.
He went home with his tail running up the hill.
But let me tell you, dog. You've never seen a dog get a cat. If you see a dog get a cat, there's something that's it's horrible.
Yeah, that would not be cool.
It's horrible.
He doesn't want to, though, either. Bolt just wants our attention. He could care less about the cats. He doesn't want to chase them, hurt them, touch them. He just wants to be around us humans. And, boy, that cat had a different plan yesterday.
Because like a bigger, smarter dog knows that it has to go in and end it.
Right.
Take out the threat. That's it.
Yep.
8-pound dog and our bull terrier. Yeah. What was the bull terrier? I saw that picture the other day, as a matter of fact. Your dad was in the white pants, and I'd airbrushed her dad's pants with a bunch of skulls and like Japanese waves or whatever he called it, whole thing of pants. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool.
And but he was sitting outside that shack I was telling you about, in nice pose and with the dog. He had a bull terriers. Like, fighting dogs was a big thing in Hawaii. It probably still is, but when I was there in the 80s, like, that's what you had, and that's what the local boys had, just like all pit bulls. And they always talk about fighting and hogs, wild boar, and hunting. They use them for hunting too as well. And so it was kind of interesting. So I had to have 3 of them, and I brought them back too. I brought them back home.
Poser. Take off, eh?
Hey. I love those pit bulls. There was a great dogs. Great dogs.
Carney, are
They
you
didn't.
counting fireballs up there?
They didn't like pit bulls in Minnesota because you got all the horror stories, especially back then in the 80s, where they maul people and kill kids and all this. The typical shit you hear about a pit bull, and they're a reflection, usually, right, of the owner in a way, and how they're raised, or maybe even their breed. Some are bred to be that way. I don't know, and they kind of grab those traits as they grow, some of them. Nobody's ever heard that? Chirp, chirp,
Chirp, chirp,
chirp,
chirp, chirp, chirp.
chirp.
Never been a dog guy.
Never heard of the stigma of pit bulls being a bad breed?
Oh yeah.
Anybody?
Of course, yeah.
I mean,
All right.
everybody's heard of the stigma, but the question is,
They got a bad
That's
the
what I'm
argument
talking
comes
about.
in, is it
That's what I'm
is
talking
it
about.
bred
It's like,
or is it how they're raised?
It's how they're raised. It's
That's-
the
that's a-
humans
that's a
that raised them.
popular
Yeah.
subject.
I mean, and before they got that stigma, they were known as nanny dogs. That was their nickname, nanny dogs, because they would sit with the kids and guard
Whip
the
it.
They wouldn't let the kids near the street. They wouldn't let the kids near strangers. They would herd the children and keep them away from anything. And
Oh
keep,
yeah,
They were called nanny dogs.
yeah. That's funny. She had a dog when I first met her too. It was called a whippet, and they're like a small, long, little tailed. I don't know what you call it, but very like a greyhound.
Yeah, little long greyhound.
And that thing could jump straight up in the air like 6 foot and look over the double gates going into the shop there, and would come in, be happy to see you. And that's exactly when Devo came out with the song Whip It. So I remember all that stuff. And I think that's why they named it Whip It, probably.
With it good.
Yeah. Or did you, or no, it was, that's why I don't remember, but just how I had correlation. That's what I remember in my head. So that was MTV, that's when we heard I Want My MTV and the Dire Straits. That first came out. Those were some of the first jams on MTV. Pitbulls used to be the babysitting dog. No? I don't know.
Now, Michael Jackson, when he was talking about whipping it, he wasn't talking about spanking a dog.
No. Mike had different thoughts, hey?
Oh,
Good morning.
Hey, look right here. What a treat. Look, oh my God, that's good and hot. She
We
just
named-
brought me. Look right here.
Because he was a whippet. Yeah. Thank you.
Get it over here so you folks can enjoy.
Thanks for clearing that. I sent you an
Coffee
invite
cheers, Mac.
to your email, Terry. You can come up here and say this.
You recognize the logo?
You should do that. You come on and say hi.
Bring
Is
the
that-
picture up.
Is that SS?
Oh,
Bring
what
the
do you
picture.
got there? I'm trying to blow it up, but there we go. What is that? That is whose logo is that? Damn it. Oh, that American AU. Yeah.
Lawrence.
Looks good.
Yeah, this is Hot Bailey's. Let's just go see how.
Yeah, that's good morning. That's
Hot
good
Bailey.
morning. Is that non-riding day? Is it raining out? As I know you usually don't. Yeah, of course. Of course. I don't
This ain't
Ride.
Hot Bailey's. This just Hot Bailey.
ride with hot Baileys on my breath. Never. We named it. Yeah, okay, we got that. Yep, that's right. Step on a crack. Break your mama's back. Just whip it. Whip it good.
Yeah, that's good.
That was great stuff,
Yeah,
Dwayne.
no riding today. We're cooking today.
Yeah, man.
Somebody pop.
There's Terry. There she is. Terry! How you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing, Dean.
That's okay. None of us ever did when we first came up here. Just smile, have a good time, say a few things, and you'll get used to it.
Turn
It's
the
okay.
volume down in your browser so you don't hear your recording.
Yeah, sometimes you get a looping effect if you have like listening to yourself on YouTube and it'll come around and into your speaker, but I don't hear that, right? Do you hear it? I don't. I think we're okay. But you are good, Terry. Good to see. I'm glad you braved up. I'm glad your old email worked for me, as I hadn't used that in a while.
Oh,
I'm just motor mouthing. Don't mind me. Can you hear me, Terry?
I'm going to say no.
I don't think so.
I think she's
She might have turned it down.
She's frozen.
Yeah.
There she is. Can you hear us, Terry?
I did.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what I'm doing, Dean. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Relax. You're good.
hello, Terry.
There's
It's
a
your first
real
date.
delay, though. So is that normal?
Hello, Terry.
Aloha.
It depends if you're listening through. It's hard to explain. I can tell you more someday, so it's easier for you.
So you're going to have a 10-second delay if you're watching it through another device. If you're just doing it from your phone, you'll hear us clearly, or your PC or whatever you're using.
What Carney said.
I just turned YouTube off of my phone.
That's perfect. And that make it better for you?
Jesus Christ, I sound like an old lady. That's
No. Well, we are getting there. We are getting there.
Oh, that's awesome.
You do
Yes.
I'm starting to sound like an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, Mike.
I'm still sounding 20 years old. I don't know about y'all.
I sound
I
great.
sound like Hick. Yeah, you're beautiful. I sound like a hick from the sticks. Woo!
Oh, I wish I was 20 again.
Man, just for 5 minutes.
Knowing what, yeah, if I knew then what I know now.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah. We can make some money.
Oh, yeah.
Rhodey says, had the neighbors across the street pit bull get out and run directly across the street to my neighbors next to me and tore their little dog apart. Yeah, see, I had that experience with the cat. It was terrible.
Oof.
And I didn't know, I didn't know. That's what the dog I had, it was given to me. It was called JR. JR Dallas, had a pedigree. It came from Dallas, actually, Texas. Ended up in Hawaii. Had a broken tooth. I think it was they might have fought the dog previously, and great dog, but they'll attack anything like a horse. Like when I lived on the beach, you had to tie him up all the time. Great with humans.
My mother had a little Chihuahua dog, and the dog's name was Coco, and she never let it out unless she had it on a leash. But one day she opened the door, the dog runs out, and across the road, over there was a pit bull.
I do.
And that little Chihuahua was going to take that pit bull on. That was his fatal mistake. That pit bull bit that Chihuahua just one time across the middle and killed it.
You got to turn your.
Broke
I'm sorry, Mac. I never know when you're quite done talking. Like when I think you're done talking, I try to jump in too soon. I apologize, but I've been wanted to tell Terry, if you have your TV on and that volume, we hear that come through, and then it does that. It's no big deal. Don't sweat it. But if you can turn it down or shut it off, even it'll be good, and just use your phone. Then we'll have good audio. It's not a problem, though. Don't worry about it. Just little tips that might help you. I think you froze. Did she freeze? She froze.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to be 20 again. I was a bastard, but I would like the health I had. Yeah, the good stuff about being 20. I wouldn't want to go through what I did in my 20s either again. Saw that at my house, Charles Donwood. All right.
I was a cowboy when I was 20.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, you just froze up. Sometimes internet versus your Wi-Fi versus your data off your phone might work better. But you get it down, find the sweet spot in your house. Good audio's overrated. You've done adulting already? That was quick. We talked too much about you know what? Yeah, we'll leave that alone. So I'm now on the phone, only getting the beginning of our conversation. Yeah.
Moto, yesterday I did a live from the Piggly Wiggly store. And while I was doing the live, the video was not all that good. If I pulled the camera back inside the car, the video would almost go away because it was blocked from the tower, I guess.
Wow.
Anyhow, I get home, I find out wasn't all that good of a video as far as the picture.
Yeah.
That damn thing got 480 views for a live. I don't think I've ever had a live that did 400 views.
That's really awesome. Yeah. Did you see what Sterling said there? I was going to read it, but I'm trying to find Mike's thing for the restream real quick here.
I was attacked by a pit bull as a kid. Dad snapped its neck to unlock its jaw from my leg. Then he beat the crap out of the neighbors.
Thank you. Yeah. Wow. That's
Sterling,
a good dad.
Your dad sounds like a badass.
Yeah, that's a good dad. Good dad, take care of you. That had to be terrifying. Terrifying to see. We almost lost Sterling as a little kid. Glad you're here, man. Glad you're here too, Terry. I don't know what happened. You can come back in and try it again, or we can try this like when we're not actually live, and you can do this anytime with me, and we can hook up. We can figure out your issues where I can explain and do it better. Sometimes it works out right. When you join StreamYard, it will pause whatever conversation on YouTube. Definitely. That's why I didn't understand when she joined the StreamYard link. It should have been like you just hear that and right on your phone. It shouldn't really be delayed. StreamYard is the only thing you want on when you are live streaming on stage. If you're reading that, Terry, that'll be helpful. If Mike ever goes to hell, the devil is going to mess with his audio settings and use a shit microphone. I love it. Just use the StreamYard for being on the show. There you go. There you are, Terry. You're okay. So I'll come out and hang out with you at your house. And so, yeah. Or just join as well too from where you're at. Like we can do this anytime. This can be like FaceTime without being on YouTube. It works out good. Have conversations and do whatever. Morning, Mr. Balls. That's what I say every morning. Good morning, Mr. Balls. That's what it is when I see him.
That's Mike Ball is my neighbor.
Yeah. He's just down south.
He's up north. I'm down south.
Oh, you're the south guy. I thought for sure he was north. Maybe, what was it, Asia's south?
She's below me. She's in Mobile.
Okay, yep. I bet you did. I bet you did. With good reason. StreamYard never did that for me, Mike. I always kept YouTube in the background and got terrible feedback. See, yeah, you've had that experience. That's probably what Terry experienced. I have a shitty phone and I'm reading. Thanks for all the tips, guys. Yeah. Well, it's good we got to see you, got to hear your young lady voice, and it was good to hear you. I think it was great to meet you again, like up here on here, you to meet my friends is what I really meant. Not like me meet you, but you know. It is like meeting you again because it's been a long time. It means you just need to pause it manually then. Roll Tide, Mac. Roll Tide. That's the Alabama saying.
Oh, yeah.
So, and Satan always has the best audio. That's how rock music works.
Remember, I wrote a song about Bama when they lost to Indiana in the Rose Bowl this year. It was a sad, sad thing for sure.
Oh, catch me when I'm not hanging out in my robe. Robes are good. You're doing a Hugh Hefner thing, except you'd be like, what's another word that would rhyme with Hugh that's a lady's name? That'd be tough to do.
Betty Sue?
Betty Sue, Hugh. There you go. That was a great attempt, man. I'm glad you got the creative mind all the time. Luckier was a musician in heaven before the fall. Lucier? Lucky or Lucier?
Look,
Yeah. Lucifer.
Luthier?
Yeah. Dirt. I always wait for the second comment because that'll have the correction. If you're struggling with a comment, go to the next one. One of my grandbabies told me I sound old. Broke my heart, wounded my ego. Oh, Grandpa, what's all those noses? What's all those hairs in your noses? You got growing out of your nose and your ears now.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Derek, how long did that take?
Yeah. You remember Uncle Buck when he counted all 36 of his nose hairs or something? Uncle Buck.
I went by that for so many years.
Uncle
It used
Buck?
to be in my window over there. There used to be a big sign that said Uncle Buck.
Yeah. I love Uncle Buck. It's a great show. Great movie. About 10 seconds. Man,
My nephew named me Uncle Buck when I showed up. They was in the 15th floor. They had a penthouse over there in Dallas, Fort Worth. And when I arrived at the penthouse, I showed up. I had 2 garbage bags. I had to escape a trailer park that was under. They had a siege at a trailer park where I was staying, and the law raided the place. They was cooking crystal meth there, and so I had to flee to my nephew's condominiums, his penthouse up there to stay, and I showed up with my clothes in a garbage bag.
That's weird to hear. Crystal meth in a trailer park.
Oh yeah, they raided the place right across from us, and I mean it was a big time raided. I had my Mustang parked along the side, so I drove out the other direction and went north of Dallas. Up there, they was up there at the racetrack. They were staying at the Gander Mountain Hotel.
John Candy.
Oh, heard that one.
He's one of my favorite.
Derek, I was just giving you a hard time because that looked a lot of typing.
Oh, Bree, you're still hanging out with us. How you doing? You having a great day? Bree, I've met from, I think, Mike Ball show, which you will hopefully be getting redirected to. I need to do I need to finish doing that. Like I got his page set up. Now I got to hit the share button and do the copy and paste thing. So somebody wants to do any comments for me, I can have it starred, and we're right here. And it'll just take me a second. You believe that? Just a second.
Isn't that something?
Here I go. 1, 2. Those are slow seconds. There, we got the vertical set up, or the horizontal. Now we got to do the vertical. This is love, Mike. This is love. It's like, oh, it's not that big a pain in the butt, is it? No, it's not. Did I do this wrong? I might have did this wrong already.
Well, it was a NASCAR weekend,
Make
and
sure
I couldn't get a motel room myself, so a buddy invited me to stay down at his place, and he was living in a trailer park, and unfortunately, that's the night they raided the place when I showed up.
make sure you don't choose the diamond effect moto.
Yeah, I didn't. I got the one where he's got his arms crossed and doing his normal, right? For his, that's always the same for the morning show. I do think I mixed it up. We should put both audiences to your horizontal, really. I don't know.
Gang, I'm going to get off of here and wrap up. I want to do a better thumbnail for today's video and everything.
All right, Smoke. Thanks a lot for coming by and being a help. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks. Good seeing you, Smoke.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great day.
Go check out Smoke's channel. He does some awesome content over there and great lives as well. And he's got good audio.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy too, damn it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I even got fireworks.
You're still here, so you got to hear all that love and mush, huh?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
thought you'd, yeah,
Much
man.
love. Thank you. Peace,
I'm
y'all.
Have a
glad
good
I
day,
met
man.
you, bro.
Oh,
Glad
oh.
I met you. There's so many good people that we met
Smoke's
on
a good
here.
man.
Just like talking with Mike the other day, and you start talking Mike Ball, and he's just like all the gratitude when people will talk gratitude with you and gratitude back and forth, and you're just like so thankful that you got cool friends and people that care, and that's a blessing about some of this YouTube and live streaming stuff that we get to do together and help each other out, talk about our past, talk, to hang out with cool peeps like Mac. Could you imagine having live streams without Mac,
No.
or even Mac in your not in your life? That would suck. I'm very thankful for Mac.
Yes, sir.
I apologize, Sterling. I tried to I accidentally hit the camera button instead of the mic button when I coughed.
Accidentally on purpose. That was for you.
Well, I went to hit it and now you did it. Now you did it, Sterling. See?
Now I did it.
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Junk. I know, so young. Younger than you are right now, probably, right?
Old Mac is the Coffee Crew's mascot.
Yes. The Great Outdoors was so awesome. Summer Rental was super killer. I see you. You're just, yeah.
We're way past that, Moto.
Yeah. Oh, did I backtrack somehow?
Sure did.
Well, catch me up, because that's where I was here, and then I
wasn't doing it. I think
and then I did Cross Mojos, and and then we were in.
I don't know if Keith Bob was doing it or
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Where am I at?
Not me. I'm
know.
appreciating the life of a car detailer right now.
That is right there's key. The internet can be absolutely brutal, but if utilized correctly, it's absolute blessing. We try to keep it in that zone as much as we can. Let's see. There's the cough. There we go. I know I didn't read that, so I'm going back and checking this out. Oh, Papa says much love to Smoke too. Do. Smokey. Love you, Dean. Let's talk and plan a hangout. Shesh.
Right on.
Hey. Howdy, folks. Listening in a while. Moving around bales of hay into feeders for cows. I'm trying to picture that right now. That sounds brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Out in the cold, but you're right there with the fresh air and doing some freaking heavy work and got the cows and the smell and the whole farm thing and snow. That's awesome, really. Like
Living.
I could experience that for a couple of days and be okay. I don't know. You do it every day. You got to really drum up your gratitude.
Yeah. I coughed so hard before that I saw little dots, dude. Little stars in front of my face. I swear to God, dude, for like 5 minutes. I was sitting here watching them. They were flying all around. It was great.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
I know. I'm sorry,
Could
sir.
you put that in caps next time?
Yeah.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I hate that stuff. Other than it smells good.
I don't
taking
like
6 line.
I hate it. I just love the way it smells.
Dude, you couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me.
Never again, bro.
Enough to even
all my heart.
Accidentally on purpose or anything. Yeah.
Never touch that shit ever again. That is fucking poison, dude.
Yeah, I only have good people in my life now. This is where the youth is wasted on the young.
You guys want to hear my story about my first hit of cocaine?
Yeah, let's do that.
I was racing. I was driving a race car, and we was waiting to get started. We was all lined up to start, and so the guy came over to me. A friend of mine. He was a co-driver. In other words, I had a multiple car entry, and his class started after I did. So he came over, and we called him the Snowman, and he said, "This might help you out." and he had I had a little thing, and he dipped his knife blade in the cocaine, and I leaned my head over to get a sniff of it, and he stuck the blade right into that tissue right between my nose.
Oh,
It went right in. When he pulled the blade out, the blood was coming down. They flagged us off, and we started. And I drove for the first 30 or 40 miles with blood coming down into my beard.
That's kind of funny. Like he wanted you to get the absorption effect too, straight to the bloodstream.
I didn't feel the pain of the knife going in. It was like
cut you.
your whole head.
I'm not enthusiastic about firing anybody today. Go fire yourself.
Yeah, dude, I fired myself a long time ago, bro.
We're used to being fired. Baby Oragel does the same thing as good coke to me. I've never sniffed Oragel, but I guess the feeling, the nummy, num, coked up in the race car. I know leave it to Mac.
Go, 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 go.
Hey, it might help, right? You know?
You never know, man. Anything
My
helps.
teeth and meth when I tried coke didn't even get high. Just
Everybody I knew was doing coke, and they was all drivers. I mean,
that's crazy.
they didn't have. They didn't give a blood test for you when you were out there racing.
Hey,
I know a lot of guys. I remember I used to be a team member of the 55 car. That's Michael Waltrip's car. Now, I am not saying any of them people did anything, but I used to go in all these courtesy tents where all the free stuff was at, and coke was a way of life in the 70s.
Coca-Cola's awesome, man. You gotta have a drink. Yeah, I'll drink some of
money
that
for holding the
someday.
Coke bottle
It's
up.
good. Pepsi's well too, you know. I'm trying to fool the YouTube stuff, right? There you go.
There he is.
Because they get mad when I talk too much of that stuff.
What's up, Mike?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, and then we bring Mike on. That's only going to put the cherry on the freaking cake. You'd be like, here, look at this. Look. How you doing, Mike? Love you, bro. Good morning.
Chilling. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
Got to do my morning roll session.
Yeah, rolling dough.
Yep.
Mac better have won, Sterling said. Did you win, Mac?
Yes, we did. In fact, you remember that car I gave to that metal car that I gave to what?
Yeah.
The guy from Fort Payne, Alabama.
Hooligan.
Hooligan. I couldn't think of his name. Hooligan. That number 80 car. Yeah, I won, and I got a picture of me coming across the finish line. I was 30 feet off the ground, flying through the air as I come across the finish line. I was at least 30 feet off the ground.
That's after you got stabbed in the nose with your cocaine blade?
Each lap was 65 miles per each lap. I made that back in 1970.
Look at that jewel I got. I'm really proud to have that because I'm going to have something from Mac the rest of my life that'll probably last many, many, many more lifetimes because it's all metal and handmade.
I made that in 1970.
that's cool.
Wow.
And was that racing, Mac? Was that like Baja off-road stuff?
No, I had a chopper back during that period of time, and I tried to, from my memory, make it. You know, I just used some nuts and bolts and just
Did you solder? Did you solder that?
No, I tigged it.
Okay, that's awesome.
You better.
It's actually stainless steel. I made a lot of them that had stainless steel exhaust on them, and I'd flatten them out where the up pipes. We used to all
like a fishtail.
Fish tips.
Them are smashed. See.
Yeah, they are. I squeezed them.
You made that in 1970, Mac?
Yeah, 1970. I was a welder for the Boeing company, and they told us, they said, we want to see sparks back here all the time.
So you're like, all right, I'll stay busy. Yeah, exactly.
I made so many things. I used to have a store, and everything I made over at Boeing, I would take it and put it in the store. And I made a living off my metal art, they call it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Mac. In 1970, I was negative 25.
I was 7.
Negative 1.
7.
I was negative 1.
Yeah.
That's
and how old were you then, Mac? You had to
I was 30 years old in 1970.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm 30 now.
Holy
So that's you were my age in
Yeah.
70.
jeez.
Shit.
And I really,
Yeah.
I believed I had the world by the tail.
You
That's
still
right.
do.
Still does.
Oh, I still feel so old now. Anyway, cheers to that.
Cheers, homie. I'm rolling current. Oh well, I got a little bit of a offer right here.
Nice.
That is, wow, that's good math. 55-year-old stuff I have. Yeah, looks like the day you made it, don't it?
Yeah, I that was it. My sister, her husband, when he passed away, that was one I'd give him back in the years. And then when we went up there in 2018, she gave it to me. I brought it back down here, and then I passed it on to you.
Boeing wants those parts back, Mac.
Oh, the managers, they would come and give me requests what they wanted me to weld for them, and I'd make them art like them skiing on the slopes and all that stuff. I'd do that for them, and because they were skiers or skin divers or something like that.
-13, Rob.
I used to make a lot of dogs. I'd make dogs. I used to make dogs out of I-beams, and you'd set them outside your door, and you could scrape your boots off before going in the house, and off the backs would be a part of the I-beam. Of course,
yeah,
we use all company material.
It's nice fringe benefits, when you work at some places.
Yeah.
You get little this and that. And, when I worked at heating and air conditioning, I'd get a roll of duct tape every now and then. See, Mike or Charles Darwin says Mike and pickle jars. Mike 0, jar 1.
Since
Keep
when?
a score on you, man. How you
I have
doing, Tom?
never struggled to open up a pickle jar on live stream.
Just the pickle, man. Just the pickle. You was 1 or 2, Big Dan? Damn. Yeah, we're right in the same ballpark almost. We could have schooled together. All the way around, yeah. Good to see you, Jamin. Jamin live streams and stuff as well.
What's up, Robert? What's up, Big Dan? What's up, Brown Sugar?
Brown, where's Lucy? Where's Lucy? It's
She's
always
right here.
the Lucy Patrol.
She's right here. She's playing with her little box. I set up a couple little boxes for her to play with.
You could be giving out the best information and all the cool stuff on the internet, and everybody's still going to want to say, Mike, get the hell out of the way. We want to see Lucy.
Dude, I have a lot of people, not just Charles, but I have people that are like always asking about Lucy. They're like, you need to make a YouTube channel for Lucy. And I'm like, oh, well, you guys are crazy. I ain't doing none of that shit. But back when I first got her, she used to be by my side all the time at my feet. So I used to set up my phone as like a second camera.
Yeah.
And so I'd be reporting and then have a cat camera while I was reporting, which was kind of cool. I did have a cat cam on live stream, which was cool.
That's cool. So Sterling's got a challenge for you. It says Mike can't use his feet to open anything now.
No, I can open up.
I bet you can.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and reserve my because we got ladies around. We got ladies around. I'm gonna reserve. What I was gonna say. Yeah. It's not my show. If it were my show, I would have just let it go. But
well, I know where that's going.
Hey, Mike,
yeah,
that's a very expensive bottle opener.
I know Mac would have been the man to know. Welding. He could have welded you up a peg leg too.
Very true. It wouldn't be very comfortable, but it would be sturdy.
Yeah. I'd like to see what Mac come up with on that. That'd be interesting.
I want to have a shotgun built into my leg, so I could blast at the bottom of the shoe. I could just be like, bam, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
man. An actual robotic one.
Freaking take out a rear tire.
Yeah, that's right. I'll be riding the bike. Someone cuts me off. I just lean over and blast make them have a flat. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Lucy got some splaining to do. That's what Terry says. Well, she gets some splaining to do, Lucy. You get some splaining to do. That's from the Lucy show, I guess. Yeah, that's where we're okay.
I love Lucy.
I love Lucy. Yeah, it was a great show. And remember Mr. Mooney too? She had like 2 different shows she was on. One with Desi, and then one that she had that Mr. Mooney. What was he, like a banker or something?
Yeah, I forget.
I forget too, but
I remember I watched a lot of Lucy when I grew up, but
yeah,
not the other one.
me too. That was probably, I don't remember which one was first. What you got outside there, Carrie? Anything good? I see a big snowplow.
Yeah, that's Rob's other plow truck that broke down the other night, and I was up till 4
Yes.
a.m. getting it home.
Oh shit.
Parked there by the snowmobile.
Yeah, we had this dusting last night that turned the roads to just sheer ice. It went from 51 to 23.
Oh hell no.
And today up on the highway on the hills where the wind is whipping, it just sheer ice. Every pore of the road was filled with ice.
Yeah, me and Mac, we thought we were freezing over here and at 48 degrees, 52, you know.
got a super chat.
Yeah, I see that. Lucy is the reason I watch Mike Ball, but she was absent yesterday. My heart is still healing and aching. You see, Mike?
Once in a while, she likes to be secluded. She doesn't like to be. Sometimes she's camera shy. You know.
Really? Yeah. Well,
Hey, Mike, I was complaining the other day about riding when it was 42, 43 degrees. I had my full riding outfit on. It's warm and comfy, and my sister chastised me. She said, 40 years you lived in Seattle and you rode in snow, ice, and everything, and sometimes I just have a Levi jacket on.
That's right.
What happened to that young guy?
Levi's are great, man. Yeah, give me a sec. We're going to throw out a super chat freaking deal for Papa. Thank you so much.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
Isn't it something?
That is something. That's something too. You're all something.
I just get
I
so
love
pissed.
that. That was a good burnout. Thank you. You didn't read that comment. So I did read that, didn't I? I read it. Mike heard it. I know Mike heard it.
I did. What's up, Shadow?
Lucy scratching Mike's. Woo!
Woo!
That was Lucy scratching Mike's legs.
Yeah, sometimes when people ask me, like when I very first meet them, and they're like, "Hey, how did you lose your leg? You know, did you serve the country? Blah blah blah, whatever." That's usually what they go
Yeah,
to. I
like
go,
your
no, I
gut-
can't. I always go, I can't make that. I can't make that claim. I can't do any false valor. No, I got stung by a bee.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, that's
You know,
And they're like, "What? You lost your leg from getting a bee sting?" I go, "Yeah, it was tragic."
yeah, you know. It doesn't matter how you lose a damn leg. It's freaking just tragic all around. You know, I know your point there that you're getting at.
Yeah, the damn bee stung me on the leg, and I pulled my gun and shot the damn bee and blowed my leg.
And I shot myself too. Call yourself shooting yourself
damage.
Yeah, emotional damage.
Let's see. Well, we had 3 whole channels to choose from back then. I know, and not the truth. I remember. And we were watching Lucy back in that day. That's before you, Mike. You probably had full
yeah,
when you were
that
born.
shit is way before my time. I
Yes.
just grew up on it because my parents, obviously when you're young, you're watching what your parents are,
Yep.
And your grandparents are playing and stuff,
Yep.
Like even Lucy was like that was late to my parents.
That's ancient. It was like me watching The Honeymooners, because that was before my time too. I was kind of going back for me watching Ralph Crandom and, To the Moon, Alice.
I've always related to people that were older than me, so I think it makes
Old
sense
school.
that I was interested in stuff like that. I think it kind of makes sense. It correlates.
You feel that like being what you'd never like in a different mentality.
Totally.
So
that was one of my favorite cartoons. It showed the guy walking down out of the space. When they landed on the moon, the lunar landing, he was coming down the ladder. He looked over his left, and there was Lucy laying there, skeletons, and had her. She made it to the moon. You remember, he was always going to the moon.
Oh yeah,
the moon. Yeah, he would threaten. He'd threaten a big game. Like she was like all ego, and that's just kind of the fun that they made of him and his ego because he talked a big game, but really he was a kitty cat, and he was a bus driver. He had an old fridge and interesting stuff. What did they call it back then? Something box. I forgot. Anyway, got stung by a bee. Must have been one hell of a bee.
Yep.
Right in the kite kiss for Alice. Yeah.
I was mowing a yard one time as like 12, 11. I was young. Well, no, my dad had a service shop, so I had my uniform pants on. And
to see you again.
Pushed mowing a yard, and I stepped on a ground bee nest, and they flew up the leg in uniform pants, because uniform, they're not tapered. They're just straight legged right down to the ground. And I felt a sting, and I looked down, and I saw all these FBs. So I don't know if it was an auto shut off. I just left the mower and sprinted to my grandparents' house because it was the closest door, ran in their basement, ripped my pants off, and there's bees flying all over the ceiling, and my grandpa's beating them with a magazine, and I'm freaking out. My grandma's swatting them off. I had like 14 bee stings all the way up to my crotch, but they never got the affected area, but it was brutal. If I would have been allergic, it could have killed me.
They didn't get the dingleberries?
No, sir. No,
Mike
I
is
had my
younger.
tighty whities on.
Your Walter Whites.
Yes.
That's the first time. I think that's when I first started hearing about tighty whities, or made it more popular, is because of Breaking Bad. But yeah, Mike is younger than Nick at Night, Sterling says.
Yeah, I don't know how old that is, but
I don't either offhand.
I was born in 95, so if that correlates to anything.
Yeah. Golden Girls was awesome. And before that, Maude was on, when the main lady there. And I don't know if there's a main lady in the Golden Girls, but that's when I remember watching Maude. And then she went to the Golden Girls, and you had the other two.
The main lady in Golden Girls, that would be Betty White.
Betty White, yeah. She was more of a, I guess, but as like when you're a kid, like me, when I was watching recent shows that were on, Maude was on first, and I was on for quite a while, a series, and then you see her pop up in the Golden Girls, I never really saw like Betty White that much because it was like a movie star, and I probably didn't like those movies. As a kid.
Hey, listen, to this day, I have only watched about 15 movies in my entire life.
Yeah.
So I just don't watch movies.
No.
I like documentaries. I like, I like series too, like Breaking Bads and stuff like that. But when it comes to movies, I just can't get with it. I don't know what my deal is.
Marvels, even superhero type ones, because those are always kind of cool at first anyway. Like, I'm not into them as much anymore, but I really did younger.
There's a movie right now on Netflix called Becky, and it's about a 13-year-old girl. Oh my God, you just want to pray that none of your children ever turn out as bad as she was. But she was bad in a good way. When she needed to be bad, she was really bad.
Interesting.
13 years old. You see it's Becky, and then they got one after that called something, The Revenge of Becky or whatever. The first one is really good. Becky it's a bloody damn movie.
Well, check it out, you guys. Remember Little House on the Prairie? I think that might be what Robert is talking about. And one of the best shows ever was the Wonder Years, which it was a neat way it was done, how it was narrated and talked in a.
My mom still watches Little House on the Prairie. Like, I grew up watching it in the house because she always had it on, but she still is like that.
And Mary, she was like blind, right? Her sister, just reflecting on something. They had washed his face in a frying pan. Old man Tucker. I remember some of those things.
You remember the star from King of Queens?
Yes. Did he do Mall Cop?
The big guy.
Yeah.
Did Mall Cop?
James.
Yeah, he was in a Mall Cop too.
Yep.
Kevin James.
Kevin James.
He was in that Becky last night. Oh hell, he plays a role. You cannot believe him as a bad guy.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Really?
Oh hell, he's mean. Well,
Really?
I believe Papa said he's seen both Beckys.
I don't watch movies like modern movies, but I reflect on the old, like Uncle Buck was freaking awesome. You know, stuff like Full Metal Jacket going on, real action films type stuff. You know, ones with Arnold Schwarzenegger were really cool. What was that? The cyber freaking, where he was the Iron. What the hell is the show? Anybody know? I did a couple of them. When he drove the fat boy in him. Remember the fat boy and jumped out into the freaking Terminators.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little gunked up here. I'm slow on the draw.
Me too. I'm paying attention to something else. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm getting the show set up. Sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, Mike. Don't even worry, bro, man. I'm just glad.
I'm actually running a little behind currently.
Well, go do your thing and focus if you need to, bro.
I appreciate it.
We're redirecting, and I try to get over there when I can too. You're always on a time I got to ride and drive to work, and a lot of times if I'm riding, I put you up in my headphones, and
that's right. That's right.
Otherwise, and I can't chat, so you don't even know I'm there. But I know you don't need to know I'm there. I my ego wants you to know that I'm there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool though. I like that.
You know,
we like you being seen and being in the chat. All of you guys.
Just like
that John Candy and Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. When he was sitting there in that old burned out K car, and his hands was embedded into the plastic steering wheel. That guy, John Candy, he was a star.
Take a slice of onion. Wow.
Mike, do you remember if Monday's redirect works for me?
I didn't see it on my side. I just assumed it.
He stoned and he missed it.
Well, I mean,
see, because as you know, when you receive a raid,
it comes up.
You can't see it on the StreamYard side, but you can see it on the YouTube side.
Yeah, it'll say so and so just rated you, like an actual little sign.
Right.
I did notice that. Yeah,
I noticed on Monday that the vertical said it, and I don't think the horizontal said it.
Well, maybe you accidentally sent them both there.
Both there. Okay.
That could have happened.
All right.
Went camping.
I try to be real careful with that because that's the issue always. You know?
I heard that. Trust me, I do it live too. I've always done it like live like that. And so I've messed up sending a raid a million times. Ask my audience.
Yeah.
They laugh at me all the time because I'll send someone to a live stream that's already ended. I'll do a whole bunch of messed up stuff. It sucks.
That's great. Oops.
The man who voiced the Wonder Years got busted with the hooker last. Only you would know that information. How did you find that out? That's insane, huh? Bree liked the Wonder Years too, said her favorite episodes when they went camping. Camping episodes are always, I remember the Happy Days when they did a camping episode. I still remember it because it was unique. See the Quick Shoes leaving. It's too busy. A world for movies this day and age, but I'm still a movie buff. I've literally seen thousands and mostly pre-internet and then about 10 years worth into it. Man, I remember when I brought out a bunch of my old albums, we went through it. I don't know if DVDs would be a thing, but I got a ton of those. We could really bore you to death with those, but it's neat to reflect on some of the movies, I guess. Would be fun. Not for Mike. Mike B, I don't know those movies. Don't know that one either. Don't know that one.
Listen, there is what I've realized through the course of my life on just that one point is that American culture, at least here, is really shifted and shaped from movies. You know what I mean? And
short form.
Yeah, and it's actually incredible that everybody will try to. Most people refer to movies when they're saying something. And I don't know any of the references, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you guys know that I don't watch movies, right?
Look at that. Onion on the Nads, film at 11. Terry was talking about when her kids got stung by ground wasp or hornet nest, and they got their nads stung, and take a slice of onion, apparently, place and said sting. What? Something, you know what I get in that. And draws out the schmeg. I love Marble 2 and Awakening. Okay, so yeah, I guess an onion will help pull out the pus.
Well, good thing he didn't lose his leg,
Woo, yeah. That's the ongoing.
You gotta make sure the finger's out.
Explanation.
Finger, that's an issue.
Yeah, you don't want to get going in your bloodstream either. That's with ticks. When you pull ticks off and their little head goes into your bloodstream,
Yeah.
you got to
All right,
make
you
sure
guys.
they back out. You out? All right, Mike.
Gotta
Much
be.
love, bro.
Much love, you guys. Have a
All
good
right.
one. Thanks for having me on.
We're gonna shut down too then here. All
See you,
right,
Matt.
$6 Million Man. I remember that. Very good. Let me zip through a few of these quick. Need to watch 4 movies: Alien Special Edition, Fifth Element. Great, love Fifth. Yeah, those are all pretty, really good. Anybody else got anything to say before we go? I'm just gonna pop through these. I won't read them.
We were really gullible back in the early years in the 40s and the 50s during the movies. They came out with a thing called Superman, and the guy would start the series out. He'd shoot the gun 5 times into Superman's chest, and the bullets would bounce off.
Yeah.
Or maybe 6 times, and then when the gun was empty, he would throw the damn gun at Superman, and Superman would always duck. Why was he afraid of the damn gun?
I don't know, man. All about the action in the film. We relate to it, I
We
guess.
believe
I don't know. Chico and the Man, didn't Chico like first come from Fred Sanford and Son? We'd see him on there, and then they'd do spin-off, like you'd see these stars that were on certain sitcoms or whatever. You remember Chico and the Man? Anybody?
Oh, hell yeah, yeah. They
remember that.
worked in a garage.
That was a cool dude.
Yeah.
He was younger at the time, and like you were like, hell yeah. You were glad you would make sure you watch that.
You got to remember, all those sitcoms were trying to milk those companies, ABC, NBC, as much as they could for as long as they could back then.
You did. That's a thought. Yeah, definitely.
That's a good point, Sterling Will.
And didn't they also like a lot of I forgot. It left me. It left me.
Gone forever.
Yeah, it's gone. Well, no, they tried to break a lot of barriers, is what I was saying, like racial barriers and mixing, make sure you had black with white and Mexican and everybody put on shows and being equal, and then they'd talk trash to each other. Like we could make jokes back then without getting offended.
The Jeffersons family, the All in the Family.
Yeah, All in the Family, yep.
All that.
Prime examples.
Different Strokes.
Yep, prime examples.
I like it when they moved up to the east side. You remember Louise and her husband? They went up and they had the kid Dynamite and
Dynamite. Yeah.
Dynamite.
J.J. Walker.
J.J. Walker, yeah.
What was the one with all the girls and the maid?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Kind of
That
a little
sounds familiar.
heavy-chested, fat little girl, and God, hey, what was that? It was
Freddie Prinze. Oh,
it was
he did.
cute.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That ain't cool. Chico and the Man, is that the one she's talking about? Freddie Prinze, he committed suicide. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, it was unbelievable. That's when we began to go, wow, we never even thought about death, until
That's life.
so you find out about a movie star killing themselves.
Yeah.
They had everything going for them too.
Right.
Facts of life.
All right, you guys, let's
That's
listen
it.
to the
They
Mac
were kind of like
Ultra.
in a girls' school or something.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Yeah, they kind of were a little, I know, like whatever. So yeah, we're gonna go to Mike Ball. Go by, say hi, even if you're not into the news or whatever. Say hi to Mike, okay? Give him a like, drop him. He's a good dude. Just say something, and then go do your day, whatever. But he'd appreciate you hanging out. I think you'd enjoy it. We're gonna listen to Max. Go ahead, Matt.
I got 3 pounds. I got 3 pounds of beef bacon that I'm going to go in there and grind up. I'm going to make a meatloaf out of this beef bacon.
Wow.
The beef bacon, we found it don't work good as bacon. You can't fry it. The bacon, the fat burns up, and the lean part is too hard. And so we're going to grind this up in the blender, and we're going to make like ground beef out of beef bacon and make a meatloaf today.
That's
so I'll let you know how it turns out.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, get some pictures, and it sounds flavorful anyway. All right, peace. We're going to listen to Mac wrote this outro for us, so enjoy it.
It's 9:30 sharp, the crew come alive. Motorbomb Virginia's got the mic, he's got the vibe. Sick bastard laughs loud, makes you feel at home. Safe to speak your mind wherever you roam. Mr. Carney's got the charm, key fob keeps it calm. Mike Ball drops truth like bombs. Now go on again, take your coffee and run. The show's over, but you're a guy. Mac's stories are tall, they stretch to the sky. Dave's got a voice that travels miles wide. Mike Bone throws wisdom like stones in a pond. King Fob steady, he's the magic wand. Sterling Wheel never sticks around very long. His logbook keeps him on the run. Rob's neighbor is the fix-it man, he tells stories of junk and treasures he holds home in his van. The coffee crew's the best, they'll put your mind at rest. Here's to the next request.
Papa, you were the one with the broken body when it was Piper.
The show's over, but your day's begun. Oh, Max spins his tales, Dave might chime in. Tuesday to Thursday, we'll do it again. So farewell and goodbye, my friends.
It was, yes. That's Mac corrected us on that after it came out. He says, damn, I couldn't, I don't know, had a little lapse or just forgot or something. But it was Mac did. Yep.